touched on that last game, a pretty emphatic response to that, wasn't it, after the bye?
Yeah, so it was good to have the bye. I think we had a few sore boys playing that game against Hawthorn and a few out as well. Wouldn't have mind Eric Hipwood against Hawthorn a few weeks ago if he was going to play like that. But yeah, it was a good response. It was probably as good as we've played this year. It's a pretty complete performance. You know, when you play against the Bulldogs, you've got to be able to match them at contested possession and clearances, and we did that pretty well. We have the greatest of respect for their midfield, so for our guys to win the clearance battle by 18, that's a pretty significant number against the Dogs. I thought they all contributed particularly well. Lachie Neal played a blinder, and Jared Berry did a great job on Bont, even though Bont went forward and did a little bit of damage. Josh Dunkley was his usual desperate self. So, and Oscar McInerney, I thought, did really well in the ruck against Tim English. So it was a great all-round performance by our midfielders, and they set the tone for the day, I guess.
You mentioned Hipwood earlier. It's probably arguably the best game of his career. I mean, how proud of him are you? You can be a bit of a whipping boy for Brisbane fans, but to produce a performance like that must have been rapt.
Yeah, he cops a lot of unfair flack. He plays a really important role for us tonight. He got a scoreboard reward. We had the bye and he missed that week. Maybe I've just got to play him every third week, and he'll just, when he comes out fresh, he's good first up, something like that. But no, so pleased for him. He does cop a lot of flack, most of it unfair. And he helped us achieve a great victory tonight.
It sounds like you had some pretty honest conversations during the bye. How important is it just to come out and play like that, and just things you've been speaking about just put into practice? Yeah,
well, the honest conversations were, I don't know how much you guys look at this, analyse the statistics, but our profile is really healthy other than accuracy. And so what I pointed out to the players in the break was just that. You're doing a lot of things right, boys. Let's just keep working away at this aspect of our game, and it will help us enormously. And you know, the other thing probably in our profile was that we weren't scoring all that well from the defensive mid area, which was a strength of ours last year, and we did that tonight. So no, but you know, I think looking at the stats at the bye, we'd conceded the least number of shots on goal, or fifth for shots for, or number one for inside 50 differential. It's not the profile of a team was sitting 13th or 14th on the ladder. So anyway, hopefully we can build on tonight and keep going.
Harry's role on Bontempelli, do you just give him a tag every week? He was sensational tonight.
Yeah, he seems to like the challenge of a tag. So yeah, it might be something we do a little bit more of. He's done some good jobs for us. Did a good job on Clayton Oliver, I reckon, at one stage. Did a good job on Petrarca a few weeks back against Melbourne. So yeah, it's just something that tickles his fancy, I think, and he was certainly really good tonight.
It seems like he's been attending more set of bounces in the last 6 or so weeks. How important is he into that midfield rotation? Yeah, well, he's another big body in there, and I think that helps. You know, the reason why we hadn't played him in there a whole lot was because he had a lot of problems with his shoulders last year, so we were playing him on the wing to keep him out of the contest. But he had an operation over the summer. He's recovered well, and when he's got the opportunity this year to go inside, he's taken it with both hands.
You mentioned earlier, you know, the profile's looking all right at the halfway point of the year. At quarter time, it was a similar sort of a microcosm, wasn't it? That you were dominating the stats, but not quite getting the results on the score. Did you have to sort of reinforce that message?
Yeah, I did. I was a bit worried about that. I thought, God, we've dominated them. We're 4 points in front. You know, would have liked to have got a better return than that, but we kept going. So we just reinforced the points that we made before the game to keep doing it, and pretty much for most of the game we were able to achieve that.
I know Logan Morris is hitting the scoreboard every week for you, but it feels like he's an important connector in that forward line too. He set up Hipwood for a couple of those goals. How important is his work, you know, not hitting the scoreboard for you?
Yeah, well, he had some good score assists tonight. He makes good decisions when he's got the ball in hand. He plays with a pretty good maturity for a young bloke, doesn't he? Just looks like he has composure. Yeah, he's a lot of the young players, because we've got some injuries, we've been playing a lot of our younger boys like Logan Kai Lohman and Darcy Wilmot continues, Jasper Fletcher continues. They're all young lads. They're pretty good players at AFL level. So pleasing to see them do well and Logan to do well.
Was there a focus on creating space in that forward line? You said a few weeks ago that often your forwards get in the way of each other.
Yeah.
It felt like you were really clearing it out to allow people out the back or down the back.
Yeah, we've done some good work on that. But the key to that all is your ball movement and how quickly you can get it in there. I thought we did that well tonight. I thought we changed the angles well, and I think we had 20-odd marks inside 50, which is a very large number in AFL footy, and everybody got to be a part of that, but it was due to the good work that was done up the field.
Can I ask you just a little bit away from the game? Obviously, on a personal level, the Hawthorn thing just is always still rumbling away in the background, and obviously Clarko mentioned earlier in the week that the pressure is there. I mean, just on a personal level, how are you sort of coping with it? And you're still coaching in to a great win tonight, and how are you sort of finding it?
Oh, it's challenging.
Yeah.
But I've got a good family and a good footy club around me, so I've had plenty of support from them. So yeah, I'm going okay.
Have they made it a bit easier to do your job?
What's that, mate?
Have they made it a bit easier for you to do your job at the moment?
Who's that?
Oh, your support network.
Oh yeah, they've been that all the way through. So I'm very, very grateful to everyone that's close to me, and some good mentors like Danny Daly sitting there and Phil Smythe over there. They've been pretty good to me too. So the general. So no, I'm okay. Thanks for asking.
Did it surprise you that Clarko said that his outburst came from that pressure?
I'm not going to answer questions about Clarko. He can answer his own questions. I think that's fair enough, isn't it?
Chris, Harris Andrews was really key as just an interrupting sort of force that he typically is, but Brandon Starcevich returned from injury tonight. How important is it to have him there as well supporting, and does it sort of make the whole defensive unit a lot stronger as a result? Yeah,
well, no, Stas has been a very integral part of our team for a long time now, so it was very good to get him back. You just can rely on him. He's such a tough, hard competitor, and he does help Harris enormously. They have really good understanding. I thought Harris was great tonight with his intercept marking. He's a terrific player, but yeah, Stas, good to have him back.
Connor McKenna and Bruce, they seem to spend some time off the ground. I think Connor was your sub as well. Updates on those fellas?
No, Connor just tweaked his ankle a little bit. He could have kept playing, but we had Noah Answorth sitting there who plays as a small defender, so we just took him off the ground. I thought Connor was good tonight. And the other one, Bruce Reville, no, he's fine. We got no injuries out of tonight's game, which is great. Very good. It's another win. Thanks, guys.